to the Rebirth TV Summit. My name is Christopher. I am a resident physician and financial consultant with Tap Lifestyle and the Double Prism. I am here with Miss Tina Burke. She is a best-selling author, award-winning entrepreneur, and founder of Burke Recruiting Incorporated, with nearly 30 years in recruiting and a top 40 under 40 honor. She's interviewed thousands and placed professionals in game-changing roles. Game-changing. A certified feng shui and intuitive coach. Tina is blending business strategy with energetic alignment to help clients shift their mindset, reclaim confidence, and design careers that they love. Her signature energetic career shift program and magnetic stage presence have made her a sought after voice in both corporate and spiritual spaces. Tina is living proof that reinvention is possible at any age. Tina, welcome.
Thank you. Wow, that's a great introduction. Thank you.
Cool. With a bio like that, you have to serve it its purpose.
Wow.
So we're going to jump right in here, okay? So question number one, we're going to go right at the beginning.
Okay.
All right, I want to know what life was like before your transformation. So we're going to go emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Just really help us feel where you were.
Of course, yes. So before my transformation, I was living a life that looked successful on the outside, but inside it just felt disjointed, misaligned, heavy. Emotionally, I carried the weight of being a single mom, financial uncertainty, and the pressure of growing my business. Spiritually, I was disconnected. I wasn't thriving. I was just surviving. I buried my pain or the need to deal with it by keeping myself constantly busy. Triathlons, with winning the business awards, hosting parties, getting kids to early morning swim practices or after school soccer, on and on. And it looked like I had it all together, but I was slowly losing touch with myself.
Yeah. So that concept of oneness was just not there. The physical and the mental weren't really aligned, and we're trying to stay busy and just trying to stay engaged and hold on to whatever we can. But ultimately, that sense of oneness has just been going to the wayside still.
Yes.
So now tell us about your breaking or turning point with that. You know, what was the major movement or situation that really forced you to change, and what happened in reclaiming that sense of oneness?
So I would say that the turning point came. I was just juggling everything, growing business, parenting, caregiving. I hit a wall and my health started to decline. I was exhausted. I was anxious and completely out of alignment. And one night I just looked in the mirror and I said, and I was just sort of whispered to myself, something has to change or I'm going to lose myself. And at that moment, that truth, that cracked something open in me. It was the beginning of healing, and I started to seek support, tools, and stillness, really, and a deeper why.
A deeper why. That's a great point. It's finding there's a point in life where you do hit that wall, and you're like, something's got to break, something's got to give, right? And
Yeah.
ultimately it's finding and reconnecting with yourself and then expressing that and finding things that are bringing you back to not just I'm checking things off of a list, but I'm doing things for myself that are allowing me to not express life in a sick way, but in a way that's actually healthy and expressing vitality, right? So tell me here, what did your transformation feel like? Take us through the internal process there, your fears, the breakthrough, healing, the decisions, and of course, the steps forward.
Yeah, it was raw. It was messy. I mean, it was real. I had to peel away layers of who I thought I had to be, to finally become who I really am. And there were tears and there were hard decisions, moments of reflection, but also some powerful breakthroughs. And I started to trust myself again. I embraced meditation, yoga, feng shui, energy work, tools that didn't just shift my mindset, but they changed the energy all around me. And I let go of perfectionism. That was the biggest thing. I didn't have to be so perfect. And I started to lead with my heart.
Started to lead with your heart. I love
Mhm.
that one there. It's taking the five senses that are just getting disconnected from all of these different things and directions you're being pulled, and ultimately finding that really the heart is the center, that's the beacon, that's the place of light. And how can I best reconnect with that to then relook at my life and use my five senses in a way that expresses my vitality, as opposed to bringing myself into this deeper sort of dark path, right?
Mhm.
And so now, as you're going through this journey and this transformation here, Tina, who or what supported this journey of yours? Did you have people, faith, tools, practices that help carry?
Mm, yes, for sure. My faith and well, my family were my anchors. My children, really, they constantly reminded me of what really matters. I leaned on mentors, coaches, and the energetic practices that I now teach, like feng shui, journaling, visualization, meditation. These practices carried me when I felt too tired to carry myself. And then the right people began to show up, like-minded souls who held space for my growth without judgment.
And that's the key, is being able to lean on things that, because I mean, we don't just stop dead in the water and transformation happens, right? We still have to go through things and mitigate certain things, but it's repositioning ourselves to where now the things that we're doing are support as opposed to something that's taking away. And that's ultimately the change there.
Yes.
So tell us where you are now on this journey, how your life has changed, and ultimately what's different now.
I would say I'm in a place of peace, of alignment, and of purpose. My business is thriving, but more importantly, I'm thriving. So I've integrated wellness, spirituality, and leadership into everything I do, from recruiting to career coaching. I've co-authored books. I've launched a course and stepped into my voice as a speaker, and I'm still growing. But now it's from a place of joy and not just surviving.
See, in surviving, not thriving, that's the key. Using that voice and that through that medium of thriving as opposed to surviving, and impacting countless people through countless mediums with that foothold as opposed to something that's a little bit more detracting. That's
Yes.
fantastic. So here's our next, it's perfect segue here. Tell us how you're using your experience to help others. So you mentioned your co-authoring as one of the things, but let's go into business, let's go mission and in work that you're doing today, just because of what you've been through.
Well, I help people transform their careers and their lives, and I use a blend of strategy and soul. So whether it's rewriting your resume or navigating a bold career shift, or aligning their environment using feng shui. I meet people where they are because I know what it feels like to be lost. And it becomes, or it has become, my mission to help others find their way back. My program is called the Energetic Career Shift. It's a reflection of everything I've lived and learned, and now I lead with.
I love it. It's basically taking the not a one, two, three approach like like these common coaches or career helpers, but it's really, I mean, ultimately you're using your empathy that you've learned from your experience to then meet someone where they're at and truly understand exactly what their problems are, why they're existing, and what they can do to overcome those problems in a way that best fits them as opposed to some design system. And I love the title, magnetic. That encapsulates it perfectly.
Thank you.
Now, what message, Tina, do you have for someone who's still stuck or in pain?
Mm, yeah, I would say you're not broken. You are becoming. And the pain you feel, well, it's not the end, it's the beginning of something powerful. And don't wait for permission to heal either. So get quiet and get curious. And know that even the smallest steps matter. So, and I say, if I can rise from burnout, pressure, disconnection to build a life full of meaning and heart, so can you.
I love it. I love it. True meaning of empathy right there. If someone's listening who's where you used to be, what do you want to tell them?
Again, I just want you to just get quiet and just get curious and just know that you may think, oh, I'm broken, but you're not. There is light, and you can do it. You can just keep putting one step in front of the other. One thing I often tell people too is it's about what you say inside of your head. So don't say things like, I have to do this. Say, I get to do this. Just one simple word change can change the way your day goes.
Absolutely. Words have so much power, and it's understanding their definitions and being able to use them in a way that's conducive to moving forward as opposed to staying stuck. Beautiful. Tina, as we close this up and move on to our next person, is there anything that you'd like to close with?
Oh, just really want to thank you so much. I really enjoyed this, and thank you so much to Lima.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 things from Ms. Tina Burke. Number 1, you don't have to have permission to heal. There's no permission. The only permission is the one that you give yourself, and you are always to give yourself permission to heal. Number 2, stay quiet. When there's a time where there's a lot of noise going on, whether that's physical, mental, or both, it's okay to get quiet, because through this quietness, you can really start to see opportunity, right? And number 3, and I think this is one of the most important ones, is to stay curious. Without curiosity, you're stuck, you're stagnant. And it's just like a bottle of water that's been left in the car for a while. You're not going to want to drink it. It's a harbor for disease, right? It's hot, it's nasty, it's not moving. You need to be curious, and that curiosity is what incites flow. And through that flow is how we can always overcome. Ms. Tina Burke, thank you so much again for your time. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.